Good evening. Thanks for joining us on the news at 8. Today, the 19th day month of July 2023. I am Grace Dorcas Mikachi. First into headlines. Governor T vows to rebuild Usulu Games Village in a meeting with ABN Warriors chairman. We can't bear it anymore, Kaduna resident weep after petroleum price increase. NLC rejects President Tinubu's government 8,000 naira per household palliative over fuel hike. We'll take commercials, we'll be right back with details and many more. Stay connected.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Welcome back. Now the details. Abia State Governor Dr. Alex Oti has restated his promise to rebuild the Sulu Games Village in Isialangwa as part of his overall plan to develop sports in the state. Governor Oti spoke on Tuesday when the newly appointed chairman of ABN Warriors, John Obwa, visited him in his country home in Imbosi, Isialangwa, to thank him for his appointment. The chief press secretary to the governor, Kazi Uko, said in a statement. An undergraduate from the University of Calabar, Peter Agrin Brie, has been sentenced to 3 years in prison for internet fraud by the Federal High Court in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. The EFCC, in a statement by spokesman Wilson Wajarin on Tuesday, listed the charges as impersonation, obtaining money by false pretense, and possession of fraudulent documents. The Speaker of Cross River State House of Assembly, Everett Anyabem, has disclosed that the House will soon enact a state law that will met out several punishments to kidnappers. He spoke to the leadership of the Nigerian Medical Association, NMA, when they called on him to seek their Assembly's support to rescue their colleague, Professor Ekenam Ephraim of the University of Calabar Teaching Hospital, who was kidnapped a week ago. The price of premium motor spirit, PMS, popularly known as petrol, has gone up across Nigeria as residents of Kaduna have not finding it funny, saying that the situation is becoming unbearable. The increase in petrol price took Nigerians by surprise on Tuesday, with many petrol stations, including those of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, adjusting their pump to new price higher than what was being sold. The Colleges of Education Academic Staff Union, COASU, the umbrella body of lecturers in the nation's colleges of education, has directed its members nationwide to go to work 2 days weekly until the federal government yields to its demand of 200% increase in salary. The announcement was contained in a statement signed by the union's national president, Dr. Smart Olubeko, in Abuja on Wednesday. The chairman of Nigerian Union of Pensioners, NUP Zamfara State, Alhaji Hassan Mohammed, has lamented that many pensioners in the state are still receiving 3,000 naira per month as pension. He wondered how a pensioner with a wife and children will cope with 3,000 naira per month, noting that the state pensioners have been subjected to starvation. The Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, has rejected the federal government's proposed 500 billion naira palliatives to mitigate the impact of the elimination of gasoline subsidies. LLC President Joe Ajero announced this in a statement on Tuesday. On the foreign scene, Russia's president will not attend a summit in South Africa next month, according to the country's presidency. The announcement comes after South Africa's leader said any attempt to arrest Vladimir Putin would be a declaration of war against Russia. If Mr. Putin had left Russia's soil, he would have been subject to an International Criminal Court arrest warrant. South Africa is an ICC signatory and expected to help in Mr. Putin's arrest. Women in Afghanistan have held a rare protest against the Taliban's decision to shut down female beauty parlors and salons. Women shouted, "Work, bread and justice," while they were gathered in the capital city, Kabul. Taliban guards responded with water cannons, and some protesters said stun guns were also used against them. Women's rights have been increasingly restricted since Taliban rulers returned to power in 2021. While in sports, AC Milan and Villarreal met today Wednesday to discuss the potential transfer of Samuel Chukwueze. According to Calcio Mercato, AC Milan have a strong interest in Nigeria international. The 24-year-old impressed for Villarreal in La Liga last season. Toby Amusun, the world record holder in the women's hurdles, announced on Wednesday that she has been charged with an alleged anti-doping rule breach, casting doubt on her participation in the next month's global championships. Amusun, aged 26, promised to resolve the charges against her before this year's tournament, which will be placed in Budapest next month. This brings us to the end of the news at 8. And before we go, we cover major stories. Governor T vows to rebuild the Sulu Games village in a meeting with ABN Warriors chairman. We can't bear it anymore, Kaduna residents weep after petroleum price increase. NLC rejects Tinubu's government 8,000 naira per household palliatives over fuel hike. These and many more different platforms. Log on to www.abntv.com.ng, and you can also follow us on all social media platforms being displayed on the screen. I am Grace Dorcas Nikati. Have a pleasant night. Stay safe.